Good morning, everybody. Pastor Kevin here. And I thought it would be a great idea to record a video where we not only recap our Sunday morning discussion, but we also discuss some deeper topics. I invite you to take it at another level. Typically, we do this in home groups. If you're not involved in one in the church, I highly recommend you get plugged into one. But as well, whoever you're living life with, family members, your spouse, whoever you're journeying through, maybe friends at work, getting to discussions about God's Word is beneficial because remember, it's not supposed to be read in isolation. It's supposed to be read in community. So this morning, we began a new series at Living Word Fellowship, going through the book of the Song of Songs. And this is a very controversial book. It's a 3,000-year-old book of love poems between a lover and his beloved. And there's a lot of discussion among theologians about what it really means. Is it about God and Israel? Is it about Jesus and the church? Or is it meant to be taken literally? And my perspective is it's all three. It's those and more. And so this morning, we introduced the concept of sex and the biblical foundation for sex. And in Genesis, we're told that there's a progression in creation for the material realm from dirt and wind and light to animals and fish and vegetation. Everything is a little bit more advanced. In the same way, in the spiritual realm, we see a progression from angels to archangels to Michael to God. There's a progression in creation. The one connecting factor between the spiritual and the physical is man, you and I. And what this means is that God intended for us to be dual-natured. He intended for us to not only be physical beings, but spiritual as well. So when it comes to sexuality and romance and love, if we take what is meant to be both a spiritual and a physical thing and make it only physical, we cheapen it. We remove its original intention. And we make it to where it's only a physical, carnal desire, a lust. That's what the world does, and that's why it's viewed the way it is. But biblically, sex is supposed to be an intimacy not only in spiritual, but physical as well. And it's supposed to be within the confines of marriage. And so I invite you to ask yourself a few questions as we think about this concept. Number one, why did God make male and female both? If we're meant in his image, what was he trying to do when he created both of us? And why not just one? Another question is, why did he create sexual attraction? See, so much in the church, we try to push that away, but it's a part of creation. It's a part of us. What is really being said here? Is it pointing to something deeper than that? I invite you to listen to the entire audio recording at livingwordfellowship.net and take part in a home group and ask yourself these questions. And we're going to continue this discussion next week, so I'll see you then.